Good day, collective. It's your girl, Sadi Rose, coming to you with today's word. If you're feeling really fearful, if you're feeling anxious, heavy inside, rageful, just hopeless, discontent, empty, hollow, this message is definitely for you. Last night, I have told you I'm an agent of the Most High God. I am loyal to God. I am loyal to myself. I am loyal to my family. So I'll say that. And so I decided a long time ago I wasn't going to let yesterday impact my well-being or my mental health in any way, shape, or form, because I know what's the real battle. But on about 6:30 last night, because I told you I'm very intuitive, I feel energy, and I have gotten good at understanding when the energy is not necessarily mine. And when I was coming home, it just was so dark, and I felt the heaviness of what the collective in America was feeling. It is not a good feeling. It took me a while to shake up off all that anxiety, all that fear, all that disappointment, and it's not just depending on what particular person it was, whoever was supporting, because I feel like last night, this morning, there were, to me, no real winners, because the battle is not with each other. The battle isn't among political parties. The real battle, the spiritual battle, is inside of us all. Every day. Every day, the battle is in us. And we are always looking for other people to save us, when the reality is we have the power to save ourselves if we choose to really be committed to it on a daily basis. Not us talking about what this or that person or this or that party are going to do, or this or that elected official will do for us. It is every day what we can do for ourselves and what we can do for each other. All this confusion, all this division, all this misinformation, all of this hatred and rage is to confuse you, to distract you from the ascension that is happening. A lot of times, towers, systems, structures have to fall in order for them to be rebuilt. And I am not saying I am a Trump supporter, not in the least bit. But I'm not supporting anybody, y'all. I like I told you, I am a supporter of God. I am a messenger here, as we all are. When I say that, y'all, it isn't to be like, no, I'm just telling you, who I am, so that you understand when I'm delivering these messages, where I'm coming from, what is my intention. It isn't to get your likes. It isn't to get you to like me. It is to shed light on things that are happening to you. And it is very important right now for you to not get in a frenzy, to feel uncertain, to get panicked, to get chaotic, to get anxious, to get rageful, to get hurtful to other people, to be preoccupied with arguing with other people and going back and forth trying to convince them of what is right. Because a lot of people are focusing on who is right versus what is right. Our loyalty should be to ourselves and to God and each other. And when a person that's supposed to be representing our best interests are doing wrong things, it doesn't matter what party or how much clout or how much money or who they're connected to, we should be calling them out on those things and not just saying, oh, this is the way that it's always been. We have to say, not our story. We want to change the channel. We are sick of this programming. We don't want to be this way anymore. We don't want to treat each other this way anymore. We don't want to accept these horrendous things that are happening. Not just in the US, but around the world, displacing people out of their land, destabilizing regions, exploiting women and children, all kinds of violence and other things happening. We choose differently. We choose a different story. And we have to collectively make that decision. And anything will be possible from that point. My life is a testimony to this, which brings us to the word today. I connect to the power within me. And with that, anything is possible. Anything. I am a firm believer of that. And I believe the same is applicable for every last one of us. The moment I decided that I had the power, or I realized that I had the power, and that I was giving it away to situations, I, along with everyone else, all these distractions, all this fear, all this chaos, I was in this warp where I was like, I'm trapped. I'm beholden to the powers that are. I can't do anything. All I can do is go day in and day out doing the same thing. I have no power. I have no power in this relationship that I'm in. I'm trapped. I will be stuck in this position. I won't ever be able to do anything that I want to do because I have to provide for my family. I have to make an income. I can't be creative. I don't have time to be spiritual. I have made up all these excuses as to why I couldn't decide to prioritize myself. Why I shouldn't give my power away. You see, when we decide that we do have the power to change everything, and that our limiting beliefs are just that, limiting beliefs, and that our environments, even though they restrict us, can't stop us, we become unstoppable. But to be courageous, to be brave, to make a decision, to choose yourself, and to stand in that sovereignty, to stand that you're going to be authentic to who you are, no matter if it isn't popular opinion, means that you have to take accountability for what is happening in your life. If you're not right, if your family ain't right, if your home ain't right, then your community ain't gonna be right. And your world ain't gonna be right. And the more of us that are refusing to take accountability of our day in, day out life, the more we're gonna have manipulative, dark energies controlling us. Because we are surrendering our power by refusing to take accountability that comes when you become the creator of your world. We are giving our power away. We are accepting what they are trying to convince us of is that we don't have any power, but we do. But in order to be the leaders of our lives, we have to be committed and put in the work. It's not easy. It is not easy to take the reins of your life and to move with it. But the moment you choose yourself and the moment you choose to be committed to creating a world that you want to live and that you want to right things with yourself and you want to right things with the people in your lives and you want to right things in terms of how you're living and loving and protecting and nurturing and providing and sustaining, is the moment that everything will start to change. So let's get to work. Let's not be defeated at this moment. Again, I'm not for any side, but our side, God's side. If you're feeling a particular way about what the state of the world is right now, and if it isn't exactly what you want, decide today to be committed to what you can control. And what you control is you. Don't give your energy away arguing with people about who's doing what. Give your energy to yourself, because you're going to need it. If you're really committed to healing yourself and elevating yourself and, connecting with people in a way that you actually desire, to be loved the way that you desire, to have the abundance that you desire, whether it's your health or otherwise, it's going to take some work. You ain't got time to be arguing with people about who doing what over here. And you also need to be sharp. You need to have discernment. Because as much as this is about the spiritual battle happening and waging inside of yourself, that these dark ones are very much concerned about, it is also about seeing through the lies and the illusions of what's happening today that wants to put all of us in opposition to each other and in chaos. You really need to strengthen your connection with the divine so that you will have guidance that will help you navigate to what is coming. You remember, we are in that point in the wilderness where it's been dark. The sunlight through the ascension is shining through those branches. And we are starting to see the dangers in that forest that we have to go through to get through the clearing. And either we can pause in fear and we can go back into that dark forest, or we can be brave. We can be diligent. We can be strategic. We can be thoughtful. We can think about what we're going to do to be successful, to overcome all of those challenges that's going to get us to the clearing of the sun. But we have to be focused and not distracted. We have to be brave and not in fear. Even if we know that things are going to be bad, we have to be clear-minded enough and grounded enough in our faith of God and committed to ourselves and our decisions and our belief in ourselves that we are ready to stand through any challenges that come our way. This is what we need to be focused on. Be not of fear. Be brave. Have courage. Have faith. Have hope. Because there is power within you. Despite what everybody tells you, despite what the world tells you, you have so much power. You just need to remember it. You just need to see yourself. All right, y'all. Breathe. Ground yourself. Listen to high frequency music. Detach from any toxic conversations that are happening. Y'all, don't let the masses pull you in to the chaos and the fighting. You hear me? Detach. Remove yourself from those conversations. Just don't do it to yourself, because it will do nothing but drain your energy. And it will send you spiraling out to where you don't feel like living, where you feel like nothing you're doing is worth living for. You lose faith in humanity. You start to despise people. Don't do it. Detach yourself from it, and you're going to start seeing more clearly. All right. I love y'all. Peace.